Let me tell you about the time my drunk ass uncle urinated in my cowboy boots. I was around 7 years old at the time. I was spending the weekend at my grandmother's house. There were so many family members either living there or just sleeping over temporarily. But one thing for sure, the house was always crowded, very lively, and loud. By loud, I mean a lot of cursing and fighting, kids playing, screaming and running all over the place, the radios and TVs blasting at its maximum volume. Basically, everybody was just trying to drown each other out so that they can have some type of individual space. But you didn't. You got in where you fit in. It was chaotic. One Friday night, me and my cousin slept in my grandmother's room. We loved sleeping in her bed because it was so big and comfy. But we hated the fact that she got up super early, like at 4:30 in the morning. And she would do this every day, and she would make all kinds of noise while getting dressed. Then goes into the kitchen, slamming pots and pans everywhere, just to make us all a really awesome country breakfast. It was like a full Hollywood production when she cooked. The smell of the country ham and homemade biscuits would awaken you before any alarm clock could. So, like clockwork, early that Saturday morning she got dressed, then walked down the hallway, opening every bedroom door to check in on everyone. Aunts, uncles, the grandkids, and any overnight guests that showed up after she had gone to bed. I can only assume Granny would do this to make sure we were all safe, and to do a head count to see how much food she needed to prepare. But this morning was different. Barely awake, I can hear my grandmother shouting at someone. Now, I'm used to her cursing folks out, but not this early in the morning. This was unusual. I'm wondering, did someone take the last of the coffee grounds or what? She loved and needed that first cup of coffee in the morning. I was concerned and confused, but I wasn't worried enough to get my ass up out of bed to go investigate the matter. Well, not until she uttered the most shocking words someone could ever say. "You done pissed all over the damn floor and on Mackenzie's boots." What did she just say about my boots? My head shot up from that pillow like it was crawling with fire ants. I hope I didn't hear her correctly, but I knew I had. These are not just any boots. These boots were very special to me. The first pair of cowboy boots I had ever owned. For heaven's sake, these were my favorite pair of shoes. I loved them so much that I would wear them on any given day in the deep down south summer heat and risk a freaking heat stroke. That's how much they meant to me. I jumped up, climbed over my cousin, smushing her head deep into the pillow in the process, not caring that I may have just suffocated her. Monique's lack of oxygen was not priority in this moment. My boots were. I had to go. I had to go save them. By the time I collected myself and headed towards the living room, where my grandmother was still standing by the entrance, shouting obscenities. Here comes my uncle, stumbling and reeking of cheap moonshine, holding my once beautiful, genuine leather, chestnut cowboy boots. My eyes widened as I noticed they now have a two-toned color, which of course was not dye, but evidence of them being wet. I stepped aside as he made his way to the bathroom. I watched in horror as he held one of my little boots over the toilet, emptying out his bright yellow, dehydrated ass pee. I was so disgusted by the imagery of his urine in my boots that no one or no amount of soap could convince me that the boots could be saved. My uncle didn't apologize, nor did he offer a replacement. I love him and all, but I'm still kind of low-key salty about what happened.